Well, my name is Sani Danlami, and born in the year 1962 in Soba town, and where I attended my primary school is still in Soba, and then secondary school from 1975 to 80, the RJSS, and then after that, College of Advanced Studies Zaria, from College of Advanced Studies to Barewa University from 1983 to 1986. Then from there, I served in Imo State. After serving in Imo State, then I come back to Kaduna State where I started teaching in 1988 after division of Kaduna and Katsina. From girls school Soba to Kufena College where I rose to the rank of vice principal. From there to various institutions like GGSS, Dogon Bauchi, Al Huda Huda College, and many others. But I started principalship in Tidin that is in 2005. Then from there to Chindit Senior Boys. From Chindit Senior Boys, then transfer back to Kaduna headquarters, Ministry of Education, or to serve as a Deputy Director of Recruitment in TSB, that is Teaching Service Board in Kaduna State. From there to Ministry of Education as Assistant Director. From Assistant Director, then I was posted to Barewa College, that is in 2014. Well, to Barewa College, Barewa, as I said it, Barewa is one of the greatest institution, if I can call it institution or secondary school, a school in the north, because it was the school that provide so many things to the northern Nigeria or northern region. Honestly speaking, Barewa, as I said it, it was opened in 1921. From 1921, it goes to different stages. You know, there was a time it was brought back to Kaduna as a Kaduna College, from there to Zaria as a government college, from government college, even the name Barewa itself, it was started in 1971, Barewa College. So Barewa College, to be a principal there, honestly speaking, is not a simple thing. As I said it, principalship there, it needs a lot of things because it's a school whereby even with the division of so many or creation of so many states in northern Nigeria, still they employ, accommodate students from other states in the name of a program created, I think, in 1967. That is student exchange program. Well, with that, you find that all the students from all other states are coming to Barewa, not only in the northern area. Even then, in those days, Cross Rivers, Akwa Ibom, they are part of this exchange program. But specifically, it is meant for the 10 northern Nigerians. Well, that is Barewa. Barewa College, as any other institution, they have their own old boys. And if you talk of old boys in Barewa College, you talk of who is who in Nigeria or even in the whole world. Because Barewa College is the only institution that produces 5 Nigerian leaders or 5 Nigerian presidents and one and only one premier of the northern Nigeria, Ahmadu Bello. They are all graduates of Barewa College. They attended Barewa College and where they finished in Barewa College. Ranging from Tafawa Balewa, then we have Sadona, he's not a head of state, but he's a premier. Then from there we have Gawan, we have Murtala, and we have Shagari, and we have Show Musa Adwa, and they are all part and parcel of the Barewa Old Boys Associations. In fact, Shagari is one time a president of the Old Boys Association. As part of any institution, you find that there is a provision for consultation, most usually with these stakeholders. If I say stakeholders, old boys, NGOs are part of stakeholders, and they are really trying for Barewa College because, as I say, they are tough Nigerians and they are very good, ranging from all presidents, governors, and other things. So, in fact, even so many things in Barewa, it was influenced or built by them. As currently now, the moment you go into Barewa College, there is a very big brother Sultan Hall. It was personally built by the Sultan Saad Abubakar, the current Sultan of Sokoto. He's an old boy, you know. And even the principal office, it was built and renovated by the Sultan. There are so many projects ranging from so many things, by ETF, by this thing, individual. There are many. Honestly speaking, it is all influenced by the Barewa Old Boys Association. Well, if you are talking of attributes of a principalship, honestly speaking, there are so many. Let me start with some essential one. It will be good for any principal, not only the one in Barewa, to have mental and emotional control. And apart from that, at least we are expecting a good principal to have a very good skill communication. Communication skill is very important. Not only to be a very good speaker, but to be somebody who can persuade, who can talk to people to understand it, so that at least they can be able to understand and agree with him. He must have at least a very good leadership vision. If I say leadership vision, I mean instructional leadership. A college like that need people that are good in giving instruction what to do and what not to do, so that at least things will go well. Another attribute of a good principal is to be honest and open leadership style. Honest and open leadership style is a very simple formula that gives a principal opportunity to develop his personality, high personality. And another thing is that a good principal must be somebody who is capable in crisis and problem solving. Crisis and problem solving is a very good attribute of a principal. Why? Because in any institution or any group, you will find that there will be a lot of problems. And this problem, you have to put a lot of techniques and style in solving them, or else it will create another problem apart from one at hand. And then another thing is that decision making also. A good attribute of a principal is in terms of decision making. Decision making here, it involves all other critical stakeholders in the school and its environment. Whereby for any decision, it has not maybe to sit down 3 or 4 of them and do it. He has to consult all other stakeholders and make sure that he adopts whatever the decision, so long it does not affect the curriculum of the school or the government policies. Open door policy, honest leadership is another attribute. Open door to the sense that you have to be ready to listen to each and every one in the surrounding, be it a teacher, a student, non-teaching staff. So long as he's within the environment, definitely you have to give him a very good listener. And then another important thing is adaptability of a principalship. I say adaptability, a principal has to be very flexible in adapting either the government policy or any innovation, either teaching method or whatever, so long it is suggested by other people or the stakeholders or people in the community or whatever. Here, he has to analyze it along with his lieutenant and see how he is going to implement it. That is adaptability. You cannot run a school alone, and you cannot just sit down and think that okay, whatever comes, so far it's a change, you are not going to do it because they cannot change things overnight. No, you are not the owner of the school, the government of the school, and the government knows what is best. We are not saying that blindly you should accept whatever. No, but you have to be so stylistic, so critical in adapting whatever method, either formula or whatever, even if it's teaching formula. A teacher will bring another formula or method which is contrary to one you are using in the school. So long as it is so effective and you think that definitely you can allow him to do it. Well, in our own case, you find that problem, as far as school concerned, is a daily thing. Because when you are dealing with the people and a population of that nature with a student of over 2,000, all in borders, definitely you must accept challenges. And to be a good principal, you have to face those challenges seriously. So the challenges are of different stages, of different status, and what have you. You know, maybe if I mention some of the few challenges, it's just like a shortage of staffs. You know, apart from shortage of staff, then financial constraints. You know, apart from financial constraints, you have a discipline problem. All these are challenges. Definitely, to solve all these, you have to be dynamic as a principal. Dynamic in such a way that as far as the teaching is concerned or a school is concerned, there is no way you can stop activity. You have to continue with whatever activity, and at the same time, you have to make sure that you change or you divert any problem or challenges that will cause a problem to that administration. So first and foremost, principal must be somebody who knowing the challenges, then the place ought to be able to solve the challenges. To give you an example, in Barewa, I have 30 good number of classes, active classroom, because I have a student from JS1 to SS3. That is, we have 6 arms. Even if we are taking at least 50-50 for each class, 80E, you find out you have 30 classes, 30 good classes. Okay, we try to maintain 30 good classes. If you have 30 good classes, then you need a lot of teachers. Let's say we take a core subject like English, mathematics, and some other courses where each and every student is doing it, and you have only 3 or 4 teachers in that area. That means they are seriously inadequate. When it comes to the division of syllabus, we find, timetable, it is almost impossible. You have to reduce the expected number of lessons a teacher is supposed to do. So it is terrible. Sometimes it is almost impossible. But as a principal, you have to sit down with the concerned teachers and see how you are going to create, that is dynamism, create ways so that at least they can be functional and serve almost everybody. You have to do that. Because even if you have 6 teachers, English, let's say, or mathematics, that means each teacher will take a year group. Even that, the teacher will be, at least, you find that you'll be taking too much. You'll be taking too much of number, which you cannot do it. And another thing, as I said, is like financial constraints. In financial constraints, you find that in Barewa, let's say the time the government introduced entrepreneurship subjects. Entrepreneurship subject is a very good idea by the government. They introduce it purposely in order to have second alternative of clearing labor market or reducing labor market in Nigeria. But unfortunately, the way they force it, and at the same time, they bring it to the SS level, that is SS1, SS2, and SS3, by using these national examination bodies, WAEC and NECO. You know, you need a lot of things financially to go by offering such type of entrepreneurship subject. Definitely, he need a lot of techniques and sit down and see which one, because it is compulsory. An art student, a science student, he cannot be allowed to register national exams without carrying one entrepreneurship courses. So for a principal, it's a serious challenge. He has to sit down and see which one can he be able to adapt, where he has the teachers and he has the facilities to do it. In my own case, in Bara at that time, we have animal husbandry, and the only thing I have to call the agric department, will sit down along with them and say, oh, how can we buy at least 2 he goats and a goat, at least 2, so that at least we'll have one teacher take care of them. That is animal husbandry. The theoretical part of it, any agric teacher, any agric science teacher can do it. But we cannot go for fisheries because it needs a lot of money to prepare ground for it. We cannot go for bakery because we don't have the facilities to do that. So many things. And for science students, we have the computer. So why not say it is very easy here in Barewa? Say, okay, we go for data processing. We have a computer teacher, he can handle that subject. Then we do it there. But if a principal is not all that thinking ahead, definitely they cannot be able to do it. So therefore, at least there, as a principal, you have to sit down, articulate, and see which one can you be able to take. If you have a problem of infrastructural shortage, you find that then what do you do as a principal? You either reduce your intake so that at least you'll be able to provide the furniture for the student and other things, or you increase the number of classes if you have a classroom spaces. So as a principal, you have to sit down and consider all this. It's a challenge. But honestly speaking, nobody will wait for you and say, look, you have a challenge and it is a reason. No, nobody will do that. And even as a whole, let me tell you one thing, in a whole, the reason why you find that a principal or teachers, they are always not friendly with the government, the society, and other things is because their position in the society. The most important things, as I said right from the beginning, you find that a teacher or a principal must be able to change the atmosphere, educational atmosphere or environment, so that at least that will affect the teacher's performance and student outcome. So the problem with the society, the government, the parent, and all other stakeholders, they are only after the last one, student outcome. All they are after is what is your percentage university qualification, university entrance qualification at the end of the result. The same thing with the parents. If his son didn't make it up, say, okay, no, it's a teacher. The government, if they have low distance, say, no, it's a teacher. They are unqualified, they're this, or the incapability of a principal, you cannot force them to work on what I do. That is where the problem is all about. That is why principals need a lot of techniques to face these challenges. For the principal to adopt government policies and so many policies, he has to articulate very well and see which one can he be able to do, and at the end, and have a good result. Okay, if maybe the challenge is maybe if I can just quote some one or two stories that affect that the challenges that either affect the parent or student or something of that nature. These are challenges, as I said, sometimes it is a serious challenge by the parents, which are definitely, as a principal, you have as much as quickly to see that you solve that problem. Like, just to give you a short story, there was time, I think in 2015, the end of 2015, when the parent from nowhere, even during the weekend, he phoned me. Say, is that Principal Barewa? I say, yes, sir. So, okay, I'm an officer, security officer from government house. Why is it you allow your children without food for good 3 days? I say, sir. Say, yes, why do you allow them without giving them food for good 3 days? I say, sorry, sir. Say, no, I'm asking you, and you don't have any answer for me. Is that the way you want to kill our children? You want this? He started fighting. So from there, I understand it's his boy. He has a student in the school, and he's the one who informed me about all this. Then he don't want me to say anything. So as he was just about to stop, I said, okay, sir, if I can say something else. Is your student at home? He said, yes, he's at home. Is he okay? Is he still alive? Then he remained quiet. What are you saying? He said, okay, sir, for somebody who stayed for good 3 days without food, do you expect him to be good, healthy, and alive? So definitely, as I said it, there are so many challenges and so many problems that at least for a principal he has to face and has to make sure that yes, he do something before it was become uncontrollable. Something like that. And well, if I think I really thank you because of inviting me to express my own experiences as a principal. Well, I really thank you for that, and I'm happy, honestly speaking. So one next maybe definitely I'm ready to give a lot of another experiences I taste and so many things. So thank you very much.